always there. There for the people. There for one another. Working together to keep the communities you come from safe. Working together to keep each other safe. Prepared. Ready to serve. This city doesn't quit, and neither do you. If it's happening in New York, you are there. Always.
Do you understand? Yes, sir! You got that? Yes, sir! Here we go.
For nearly 2 centuries, we have trained to be strong and honest, to defend the defenseless, aid the injured, protect liberty, to hold together the fabric of our city. Heroes, always heroes. heroes. Always heroes. We are the NYPD.
Graduating class, forward, march!
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. that never sleeps. And fine, I'm a #1, top of the list, king of the hill, a #1. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our graduating class. And now, to begin our ceremony, I ask that everyone please rise for the presentation of our nation's colors and the singing of the national anthem by a member of our graduating class, Police Officer Brandon Stroud.
Attention! Present arms!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order! Oh!
Thank you, Officer Stroud. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for our invocation by Police Department Chief Chaplain, Rabbi Dr. Alvin Cass.
Parade, rest.
Almighty and eternal God, thou who controllest the destiny of all peoples, and in whose hand lies the fate of all nations, we invoke thy blessing upon these graduation exercises, even as we implore thy favor upon the outstanding young men and women gathered here today who have completed the program of training to become police officers and are about to receive formal recognition of that fact. Endow them with understanding that they might act wisely and prudently in the fulfillment of their duties and responsibilities. Cause them to place their trust and reliance upon thee, that they might better cope with the problems and situations that will confront them. Direct the hearts and minds of these young officers toward upholding and maintaining thy will upon earth. And may they ever strive to win the respect and esteem of their fellow New Yorkers by laboring for the relief of the needy and the comfort of the weak. And finally, dear God, we beseech Thee to grant to Mayor Adams and Police Commissioner Caban continuing success in their unceasing efforts to make New York truly a place where people of every race, religion, color, and creed can pursue their individual destinies untrammeled, unafraid, and in obedience to Thy will. Amen.
Attention! Thank you, Rabbi Cass. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Take seats. It's now my pleasure to introduce the members seated on our dais today. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Beginning on my right, your left, Chief of Information Technology, Ruben Beltran, Chief of Internal Affairs, Miguel Iglesias, Chief of Operations, Teresa Tobin, Chief of Crime Control Strategies, Michael LePetri, Chief of Detectives, Joseph Kenny, Chief of Patrol, John Schell, Chief of Staff, Raul Pintos, Chief of Department, Jeffrey Madry, the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable Edward Caban, the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Eric Adams, First Deputy Commissioner, Tanya Kinsella, Deputy Commissioner of Operations, Kaz Daughtry, Deputy Commissioner for Public Information, Tariq Shepard, Deputy Commissioner, Community Affairs, Mark Stewart, Deputy Commissioner, Intelligence and Counterterrorism, Rebecca Weiner, Deputy Commissioner, Labor Relations, Edward Delatorre, Deputy Commissioner, Collaborative Policing, Chauncey Parker, Deputy Commissioner, Equity and Inclusion, Wendy Garcia, Chief of the MTA Police, John Mueller, Consul General of the United Arab Emirates in New York, Amna Benzal Al-Mahari. In our second row, Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau Brooklyn South, Assistant Chief Charles McAvoy. Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau Queens South, Assistant Chief Kevin Williams. Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau Manhattan South, Assistant Chief James McCarthy. Chief Surgeon, Dr. Eli Kleinman. Chief of Transportation, Philip Rivera. Chief of Training, Lola Obey. Chief of Special Operations, Wilson Arambles. Chief of Transit, Michael Kemper. Chief of Housing, Martine Matarazzo. Chief of Personnel, John Benoit. Police Department Chief Chaplain, Rabbi Dr. Alvin Cass. Police Department Assistant Chief Chaplain, Monsignor Robert J. Romano. Deputy Commissioner, Employee Relations, Lisa White. Deputy Commissioner, Strategic Initiatives, Robert Barrows. Deputy Commissioner, Legal Matters, Michael Gerber. Deputy Commissioner, Department Advocate, Paul Gamble. Deputy Commissioner, Management and Budget, Deirdre Snyder. Counsel to the Police Commissioner, Julie Trevetti. Assistant Commissioner, Employee Relations, Kenneth Morgan. Advisor to the Police Commissioner, Oscar Cardenti. And seated in our third row, Commanding Officer of the 113 Precinct, Inspector Ray Jenkins. Commanding Officer, Firearms and Tactics Section, Inspector LaShonda Dice. Commanding Officer, Police Academy, Deputy Chief Amir Yakatali. Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau Bronx, Assistant Chief Benjamin Gurley. Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau Staten Island, Assistant Chief Joseph Galata. Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau Queens North, Assistant Chief Christine Bestiedenbeck. Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau Brooklyn North, Assistant Chief Scott Henderson, and the President of the Police Benevolent Association, Patrick Hendry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our dais, and we thank them for being here today. At this time, it's my pleasure to ask Chief of Personnel, John Benoit, to administer the oath of office to the graduating class. Graduating class, attention!
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Ready? Move!
I do hereby pledge and declare that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the position of police officer in the New York City Police Department according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
Ready? Front! Take seat! Thank you, Chief Benoit. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable Edward Caban.
Good morning. On behalf of Mayor Adams, the leadership team assembled on this stage, and the entire New York City Police Department, welcome to our recruit graduation ceremony. And to all of our newest police officers, welcome to the NYPD. Just a few days ago, I spoke to our latest recruit class at the academy. I told them that their city needed them, but considering that they have 6 months of training to complete, and you take your post tomorrow, I think it's fair to say New York City needs you even more. And that's a good thing, because you're well prepared, you're ready to go out there, and you are New York City cops. 33 years ago, I sat where you're sitting now. I stood up, raised my right hand, and swore that I would dedicate my life to serving others. I promised to make a difference and be part of something much bigger than myself. I'll tell you, it's the best decision I ever made, because there's nothing like a job in the NYPD. Every second is memorable, and you'll have many great days when your pride in this department will lift you up like nothing else. But there will be hard days too. Days like we had 6 weeks ago, when pain and grief will try to push you down. But I promise you, you will get back up. You'll get back up because Detective Jonathan Diller's work is not finished, and now it is your job to finish it. And as we continue to honor Jonathan's service and his ultimate sacrifice, remember, today, you wear the same uniform he did. You carry on his legacy and the legacy of all the heroes we have lost. And through it all, the good, the bad, and everything in between, you bring hope to the people of our city. Everywhere I go, New Yorkers tell me how grateful they are for the work our officers do. They need you. They support you. And now, more than ever before, they see themselves in you. You are part of a global police department safeguarding a global city. This graduating class speaks 34 different languages. You represent every race, culture, and creed. And on top of that, more than 60% of you are New York City residents. You reflect the people you protect, and that's a very important part of this job. It makes you better cops. It makes the NYPD a more effective department, and it makes our communities even safer. And in the end, that's why we're all here. For you officers, today is day one. And I know it took a lot of hard work to get to this point, and no one understands that better than the people sitting behind you. So to all the family members and friends here, thank you for everything you do. Being a police family is not always easy. There are missed birthdays, anniversaries, and holidays. There are last-minute schedule changes, canceled plans, and some sleepless nights. But through it all, your support makes it all work. And the love and pride you feel for our graduates today is the reason they are here. So it is my honor to welcome all of your families to our family. Thank you, and let's give them a big round of applause. I also want to thank the dedicated staff of our training and personnel bureaus. Year after year, we rely on you to turn recruits into cops, and no one does it better than you do, so thank you. And finally, to our newest officers, welcome to the greatest job in the greatest police department in the world. This is special work done by special people, and right now, your 34,000 brothers and sisters in blue are waiting for you out there. So together, we can all make New York City better tomorrow than it is today. Congratulations again. Stay safe, and God bless. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Caban. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Eric Adams.
Thank you. It's such a significant and important day for all of us. As the Commissioner stated, many years ago, I too sat among you, sworn in to be a member of the New York City Transit Police Department, later to join the New York City Police Department. And a few hours from now, this building will take a new display. The New York Knicks would take to court. And they would start the process of bringing us home a ring. And the reason they are playing the ball that they are playing is because Jim Dolan built out a farm team. He built out a league of players that had to be prepared to perform on the big stage, the big arena. And the quality he poured into those younger players gave them the possibility and opportunity to now to play in the finals. Our farm team means everything. You are our farm team. I read a poll the other day that shook me to my knees. Only 18% of 18 to 34-year-olds are extremely proud of this country, America. This is our flag. This is our flag. It's not merely just a piece of cloth. It's not merely just a symbol. It is who we are. It is what we represent. It is what 19-year-old Gloss, it is what those young men who recruited to go abroad. It is what 19-year-old Joe, my uncle, who died in Vietnam, defending this. It is what Jonathan Dillard died defending this. This is the symbol of our strength. And you are the farm team that must protect this. And there are those who are going to attempt to demonize and ostracize and define your valor, define your strength. There are those who are going to attempt to be our voices. There are those who won't appreciate the NYPD until they need them. All of the governmental and agency phone numbers in this city, there's one that everyone knows, 911. 911. That's the number that calls you. That's the number that you respond to. And you will prove them wrong every day. No matter what they say, no matter what they Facebook, no matter what they Instagram, no matter what they tweet, you're going to make New York City have the safest streets in America like we have done generations after generation. And so as you go out there to patrol, as you go out there to serve and protect, remember, this city sits under the tree of freedom because you and officers like Jonathan Dillard water that tree with their blood. This is the greatest country on the globe, and we're the greatest city on the globe. I've traveled across the globe, and there are no lines to leave America. There are lines to come in America, and we should never be ashamed of who we are. I'm proud to be the mayor of the city of New York, and I'm proud to be the commander-in-chief of the greatest police department on the globe. And our talents and skills are global. And I'm proud to have men and women from the UAE and the Council General to join us today, because we are an international commodity. The skills that we acquire and learn, we share across the globe to push back against hatred across the entire globe. We have an obligation and responsibility to continue to fulfill the commitment and the dedication. That is how we bring home the public safety ring, by continuing to build out our bench. Let's turn that 18% into a 100%. This is America, and no matter what bombs will burst in air and their rocket red glare, it will always give proof through the night that this flag will always be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Adams. At each Police Academy graduation, awards are presented to the outstanding members of the graduating class. Awards are in the form of an engraved plaque for various categories. At this time, I'd ask Mayor Adams and Commissioner Caban to present the following awards. Our first award is the Mayor's Award. This award is given to the student officer who has attained the highest overall average, scoring an overall average of 99.6%. Mayor Adams will present this award to Police Officer Lort Salaku. The Police Commissioner's Award is presented to the student officer who attained the second highest overall average, scoring an average of 97.67%. Police Commissioner Caban will present this award to Police Officer Jose Sosa. The first Deputy Commissioner's Award is given to the male and female recruit who have achieved the highest physical fitness runoff score. First Deputy Commissioner Tanya Kinsella will present this award to Police Officer Thomas Moratori and Police Officer Catherine Healy. We'll fix that. The Chief of Department's Award is for the student officer who has scored the highest academic average of 99.33%. The Chief of Department, Jeffrey Madry, will present this award to Police Officer Kevin Grenewalt. The Chief of Training Award is given to the student officer who has scored the highest firearms proficiency average of 100%. The Chief of Training, Lola Obey, will present this award to Police Officer Joseph Lioto. The Commanding Officer of the Police Academy Award is presented to the student officer who renders police assistance while in the academy. In the early morning hours of April 25, 2024, an explosion occurred inside an apartment adjacent to probationary police officer Ray Carlo Cano's residence. The FDNY was on scene and advised him to exit using the fire escape. At that moment, he assisted his mother, father, and grandmother to safety using the fire escape. Officer Cano then stayed on the fire escape and proceeded to assist his neighbors after he heard them scream for help from the 6th floor. Officer Cano started to relay the message from FD that the fire had stopped once everything was under control, and he then assisted FD in securing his neighbor's apartment until police officers arrived on scene. Deputy Chief Amir Yakatali will now present this award to Police Officer Ray Carlo Cano. The Police Benevolent Association Award is presented to the student officer who served as the outstanding company sergeant for this graduating class. The president of the Police Benevolent Association, Patrick Hendry, will now present this award to Police Officer Nicholas Munch. The New York City Police Foundation Exceptional Community Service is awarded to a student officer who has shown exceptional community service. Probationary Police Officer William Apow is the founder of Minister Apow Foundation of Giving Hope, a nonprofit organization that serves disadvantaged families. His organization donates to schools and orphanages throughout the 5 boroughs, as well as across the world. Officer Apow has been recognized for his humanitarian work in Africa, including countries such as Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, and Liberia. Officer Apow has also touched the lives of the homeless community by donating clothes, food, and water with the help of his nonprofit organization. At this time, Commissioner Caban will present the Police Foundation Award to Police Officer William Apow. Thank you, Mayor Adams. Thank you, Commissioner Caban. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the recipient of the Mayor's Award and our class valedictorian, Police Officer Laird Salaku.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome Mayor Adams, Police Commissioner Caban, First Deputy Commissioner Kinsella, Chief of Department Madry, distinguished members of the dais, my fellow graduates, family, and friends. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to be standing here before you today as a valedictorian of the May 2024 graduating class of police officers. In the days that followed our appointment to the New York City Police Department, we began a difficult yet rewarding phase of our lives. The training program that we all have successfully completed has provided us with a foundation and skills essential to perform our duties as police officers. Having acquired the necessary tools for the job, we are now ready to render our services with courtesy, professionalism, and respect. The journey to achieving my dream of becoming a New York City police officer began 6 years ago, when at the age of 17, I immigrated to the United States from Albania, a small country in Eastern Europe. Upon my arrival in New York City as a new immigrant, I was greeted by the city's remarkable diversity and inclusivity, where I immediately felt a sense of belonging and acceptance. Shortly after moving here, I enrolled at Cardinal Hayes High School in the South Bronx, where I was fortunate to connect with some of the faculty that were retired police officers and detectives for the city of New York. Their stories, experiences, and guidance instilled in me a sense of duty to those in need. Upon graduating from Cardinal Hayes High School, I commenced my journey toward becoming a New York City police officer by enrolling at John Jay College of Criminal Justice. During my tenure at John Jay, I had the privilege of being mentored by one of the college's best professors, Chief of Personnel John Benoit, whose guidance and lectures strengthened my aspirations to become a police officer. Chief Benoit's dedication and compassion in the teachings of ethics and integrity in the police department really resonated with and left a mark in all of his students. Concurrently, recognizing the call to serve my country, I committed myself to the United States Marine Corps, where I cultivated essential qualities of discipline and commitment to a cause larger than oneself. Now, I share this story not to turn the speech into a personal anecdote, but rather to remind everyone that regardless of your origin, whether you're from another country like myself or facing any other personal circumstance, anything is achievable if you put your mind to it, and that there is nothing that you cannot do. Fast forward to October 25th, 2023. These tools that are developed from the Marine Corps were about to be put to the test. As we all stood there in that blistering cold, lined up one head behind the other, in silence, not knowing what to expect, we all knew we wanted the same thing, and that was to become a New York City police officer. Little did we know that in the days that followed our appointment to the New York City Police Department, we were about to endure 6 months of nonstop toy squad move, security gear move, endless calisthenics, and an abundant amount of tutoring. Each passing day, we were faced with what seemed to be a constant amount of challenges, from climbing what seemed to be a never-ending quantity of stairs, to whether we were studying enough to pass our trimester exams. Through these countless challenges, enduring friendships have been forged that will mold us into officers ready to bravely serve and protect our communities, much like Detective First Grade Jonathan Diller did on March 25th, 2024, when his life was tragically taken in the line of duty. Attending Detective Diller's funeral was a profound experience that deeply impacted our perspective. It served as a stark reminder of the inherent risks and sacrifices in our profession, compelling us to reflect on the significance of our roles and the fragile nature of life itself. As we embark on the next chapter of our journey, let us carry forward the lessons learned, the values instilled within us, and the unwavering determination to make a meaningful difference in the world. I would like to thank all of the instructors from Police Academy's training staff. We found the quality of teaching at Police Academy extraordinary, and the instructors themselves to be wonderful people whom we shall truly miss. Thank you for the knowledge and experiences that you all have shared with us. Your dedication, patience, and perseverance have played a large part in making this experience a memorable one. On behalf of the entire graduating class, I would like to give a special thank you to the Chief of Training, Chief Obey, Executive Officer of the Training Bureau, Deputy Chief Fortune, Commanding Officer of Police Academy, Deputy Chief Yakatelli, as well as our platoon commanders, Lieutenant Klacken and Lieutenant Carballo, for their leadership and support. We greatly appreciate it. I also wanted to express my heartfelt gratitude to Police Officer Patrick, our exceptional official company instructor and mentor throughout our intensive 6-month journey. His unwavering kindness, patience, and willingness to go above and beyond to help each of us navigate the challenges we faced are deeply appreciated. A sincere thank you to Sergeant Sandlin for his instrumental role in our academic success. Sergeant Bruno, Sergeant Yang, Sergeant Kuntz, Sergeant Montes Dioca, Detective Romance, Officer Rodriguez, Officer Alfonso, Officer Raven, Officer O'Connor, our law guru, Officer Vitali, and especially Officer Canfora. Thank you for all the information you have instilled within us. This day could have never been possible without the help of these special people. We're also immensely grateful to our fitness instructors for their tireless efforts of keeping us motivated. The memories of our calisthenics sessions will linger on, reminding us of the sweat, the struggle, and the camaraderie forged through every workout. I wanted to take a moment to express my heartfelt appreciation to my family and friends who have been my rock throughout this journey. To my incredible parents, Lumturi, a retired middle school teacher, and Lutfi, a retired inspector for the Albanian State Police, there are no words to describe how thankful I am to both of you. You've shown me the true meaning of living authentically with your unwavering care and love. And to my brother, Harold, it is a privilege to be your brother, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. To my fellow graduating classmates, in parting, it is important to note that although the training was difficult, we have all endured it and finished strong. It is important that we stay true to ourselves, and above all else, continue to demonstrate the integrity and professionalism that embodies this great department. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in your new commands, as well as in all of your future endeavors. Last but not least, thank you to my fellow officers in Company 2357. Your teamwork, unity, and perseverance set the standard for our profession. It was an honor to serve alongside such an outstanding unit, and my absolute pleasure serving as a company sergeant. It was truly amazing being able to learn and grow with all of you. I wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations to the May 2024 graduating class police officers. We did it.
Thank you, Officer Salaku. And now, to perform a musical selection, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce the finest pipe band in the world, the Pipes and Drums of the NYPD Emerald Society. As a tribute to those graduating officers who have served in our nation's armed forces, the Emerald Society Pipes and Drums will now perform a selection of military anthems. We ask members of the graduating class and members of our audience to stand and be recognized when the anthem of their branch of service is performed. Once again, the NYPD Emerald Society Pipes and Drums.
United States Army. United States Air Force. United States Coast Guard. United States Navy. United States Marine Corps. And thank you once again to the NYPD Emerald Society Pipes and Drums. I'd now like to take this opportunity to present the student officers who were assigned as company sergeants for the class of May 2024. These officers assumed additional responsibilities beyond just their academic and physical training. They acted as liaisons between the staff and the students. Will the company sergeants please rise and be acknowledged? Company sergeants, attention! Take seats.
Members of our audience may be curious about those officers wearing the gold citation cords. They are being recognized for achieving overall scores that place them at the top 10% academic average of this class. This is a superior achievement, as our curriculum is accredited for 33 college credits. Will those officers please rise and be recognized?
Gold citation cords, attention! Take seats.
Additionally, those officers who are wearing the blue citation cords are being recognized for achieving overall scores that have placed them at the top 10% for physical fitness of this class. Will those officers please rise and be recognized?
Blue citation cords, attention! Take seats.
This time we would like to thank the official company instructors and all of the instructional staff at the Academy. We commend them for an exceptional job and now ask that they rise and be recognized for their hard work in preparing this graduating class.
Academy staff, attention! Take seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Police Academy graduating class of May 2024 would like to thank all of you for the support that you have given them to make this day possible.
Graduating class, attention! About face! Present arms! Order arms! About face!
And now I ask that everyone please rise for the benediction by Police Department Assistant Chief Chaplain Monsignor Robert J. Romano.
Attention! Parade rest!
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for this day. 6 months ago, our graduates entered the Academy to learn, and today they are about to leave to serve the people of our great city. They are our newest heroes. It's been a long road, but today they have realized their goal to be police officers. Today they become a part of the history of the NYPD. Lord, be with them in their future endeavors. Watch over them and keep them safe from all harm. Bless them with wisdom and right judgment to be fair and just in their duties and interactions with the people they have sworn to serve. Let the oath that they have made and the excitement and zeal that they have on this, their graduation day, follow them throughout their careers in our department. Bless our graduates' families, their wives and husbands, fathers and mothers, and their children, for the many sacrifices that they have made and will continue to make for their careers. Bless their instructors for sharing of their wisdom and expertise. We thank them for a job well done. Finally, Lord, we ask you to bless and protect Mayor Adams and Commissioner, I was going to say, our beloved Commissioner, and all the members of the New York City Police Department, uniformed and civilian, for the continual work that they accomplished to make our city a safer place for all of us to live and to work in. And finally, may God bless our graduates, may God bless the NYPD, and as always, may God bless the United States of America. Amen.
Attention! Thank you, Monsignor Romano. This class has chosen to recognize their place in the history of the NYPD. Their class motto states, "Honor those before us."